Well, we just come together, trying to work every day, trying to make sure our main priority is to stop the run. To make sure that to get them passing, so it'd be easier, to fight them one-dimensional instead of two.
How do you stop the run? We were just talking about that with Coach Tibbs, and this is for all three of you. Just making that first tackle is what he was saying. You worked on tackling a lot in practice this week.
Yeah, that was the main emphasis of this week was tackling, because in the last game it was a lot of missed tackles, and that was the main problem to where the rushing out of their hand was. We were there, but we just didn't make the tackle. So this week we focused on getting the person there, getting through our technique, and finishing.
Jonathan, after the Arizona State game, you and Jalen were, pretty noticeably frustrated after the loss. What have you guys kind of been able to take from that loss, how that's been able to digest and kind of look at it on tape?
Basically, we taking from that, just make sure we getting through this week, working on everything that our problems were, which was tackling. So coming forward this week, we make sure we get through our technique of tackling, which is keeping our feet moving, keeping our head up, and finishing through.
Their quarterback, Minshew, one of the senior transfers, I guess the goal is to disrupt him.
Yep.
What are your impressions of their offense, and how are you guys going to get him uncomfortable?
Like we see, they pass a lot, or most of the offense is a passing offense. So, just working on pass rush this week, getting to the quarterback, being able to distract him, get him out of his groove, because when he gets in groove, he's pretty good. Their whole offense moves pretty good when he's doing good. So it's just being able to do our job, shedding blocks and getting to the backfield as much as we can.
Shawn, can you just talk about the challenge of playing a team that likes to throw the ball 50, 60 times a game and is going to light it up through the air?
Oh, gosh. Well, it's going to be a challenge this week. Any team we play is going to be a challenge. But I think this is the week that I feel like they're going to still air raid. This team, they pass a lot. Like you guys said, last week we played Utah. They ran the ball 6 times and passed the rest of the game. So it's going to be a pretty good challenge. And we're all for it. All the DBs, they're ready. We're prepared. We had a great practice today. We come out tomorrow, have even greater practice, and we'll be more prepared for this weekend.
And can any of you guys just talk about, what is that, Coach Tibbs talked about you guys doing more live tackling for the first time since fall camp. What does that look like in practice, and how does that kind of help you guys stay ready while not unfresh for Saturday?
So, like you said, Coach Tibbs was making an emphasis on tackling. We missed a lot of tackles this past game, and it's a matter of someone getting there and stopping at the point of contact, and then everybody else hustling to the ball. We've had a couple of live periods during practice this past week, so just being able to tackle and wrap up and running your feet through the tackle and not and staying away from like arm tackles and stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you guys like doing some live tackling in practice, or do you save it for the game?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Love it.
I liked it this week. It was nice. I like the live tackling. Helped us prepare even more.
Jalen felt so bad about not getting that interception last week. But talk about the big play and how important it can be, because that was a missed opportunity.
Oh my gosh, that play! Honestly, it would have changed, because they scored going into halftime, which would put them up. But if he would have got the pick, I think the momentum would have been on our side, and I think the game could have been differently. But you just got to do every play at a time. You got to take that opportunity. We don't get that many opportunities, so we have to take the opportunity.
The last time you guys played Washington State at Research Stadium, you guys really held them down the first half. What were kind of some of the things you remember doing in that half?
Playing disciplined football. That's all I can remember is that first half of that game was just
energy.
Energy was up. Everybody was dominating at their position, at what they had to do. Everybody was doing their job. They weren't worried about what anybody else was doing except for their job. And once everybody starts to worry about their own job, then everything else, as the game goes on, will fall in place. So. Yeah.
Coach Smith's bringing in a lot of former players. I think Juwan Edwards is coming this weekend. You're seeing Steven Jackson. How important is that to hear from former Beavers about the culture here, about playing football here? Let's start with you.
Well, we just trying to make sure we get to this game and give them all a win. Give them something to watch. Make sure we come out and do our technique and get everything popping and moving.
Yeah, I just feel like the older guys coming through, it's a big deal for them, and it should be a big deal for us because they've been here, they've been in our shoes, they've practiced, they've played in games, they've won games, they've lost games, and just come out here on Saturday, and give them something to come watch, make it worth it for them. But yeah.
You follow former Beavers in the NFL like Brandon Cooks, Shawn Mannion. Johnny Hecker. I guess I'm saying all Rams right now.
You follow the Rams?
Yeah, I follow the Rams. I like them. But to back on the question that you guys asked, I wanted to say a couple things. Yeah, like they said, having former players come out, because I know if I was a former player of the team, I want to come to a game where there's excitement. The players are having fun. It's energy everywhere. I don't want to come to a game where there's up 21-0 or 31-0 halftime. So I feel like we at least owe them guys this, to play a good game, and then owe ourselves too to play an even better game. And I just feel like that's a big thing to come out and dominate this weekend, and show them that Oregon State still has it from when they were here.
Shawn, an upperclassman leader on the defense, how much is it kind of maybe a pride factor if you guys kind of got pushed around a little bit defensively the last 2 games to come out and kind of, like you said, kind of prove some people wrong a little bit?
Like pretty much everyone's been saying, that's not we're this close away. It's steps. We're there, but we're not there yet. We just have to keep pushing. We can't get complacent. We have to keep going forward. We have to keep moving forward. And the biggest problem is just executing, being disciplined. It starts with that Sunday right after practice, right after the game. It starts with that Sunday. Everyone's on time. Everyone's doing rehab. Practicing hard that Sunday and throughout the week until the game time, and just executing and dominating. That's pretty much is the big picture.
Connor talked yesterday about not letting the season spiral out of control like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing that you 3 guys as veterans on the defense need to help keep guys up for?
Yes, I absolutely. I think, everyone was here last year. You guys kept up last year, and it spiraled out of control. People was just left and right. People was just the coaches and I don't want to get much on the coach, but everyone. It was just everyone was just. You can tell the team was just down. The spirits was down. It was just gray. No one really cared. It was just it spiraled out of control. But I feel like it shouldn't get like this.
I think the mindset that we have coming into the season, with the new coaching staff, Coach Smith, it's just being ourselves, being a family. Everything we do together. So if we go into the game together, we come out of the game together, no matter whether or not we won the game, no matter whether or not we lost. Once the game is over, we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to keep working. Whatever we did last week, it wasn't good enough. We're going to do it better this week. So that's how I feel. Like we're 1-4. We're 1-4 right now, and it sucks. It sucks being 1-4. We've been here before, but it's just a matter of who's going to step up and who's going to be that guy to, bring everybody together. And I feel like our team, like the older guys, the seniors on the team are doing a great job. Willis doing a great job of keeping everybody up, keep everybody going. And I feel like everybody is buying into that culture. And, it's like it's encouraging to see that. It's something that, I haven't seen a lot, but it's encouraging to see guys staying together, man. That shit works, for real.
Hey, guys, thanks for your time.
Yeah.